Tune in to Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
On the opening day of the first cricket test match of the two-match test series between South Africa and Sri Lanka, South Africa, batting first, were 80 for 4 in a rain-interrupted match. Yes, only 20.4 overs were bowled on day one, and South Africa were in trouble. They lost their 4 wicket and have just 80 runs on the board. The match is being played at Durban, and Sri Lankan captain Dhananjaya de Silva winning the toss and opted to field first. They put South Africa into bat first, and South Africa were in deep trouble from the word go. They lost their first wicket, and that is of their opener Aiden Markram in the third over when South Africa were 14 on the board, and they lost Aiden Markram for just 9. Aiden Markram scored 9 from 11 balls with the help of 2 fours, and his strike rate was 82. He was caught by Angelo Matthews off the bowling of Asitha Fernando. So, in the third over, South Africa, the host, have lost their first wicket. But the thing get even worse as they lost the second wicket back-to-back at the same total. They lost the wicket of the other opener, Tony de Zorzi, at 14 also in the fourth over. Tony de Zorzi is out after scoring 4 from 9 balls with the help of 1-4 and with a strike rate of 44. He was caught by Mendes off the bowling of Vishwa Fernando. Both the opening bowlers get rid of both the openers. Then there is a 32 runs partnership, and South African total reached 46 when they lost the wicket of Tristan Stubbs, who scored 16 from 38 balls with the help of 3 fours and with a strike rate of 42. He out after scoring 16. He was caught by Karunaratne off the bowling of Lahiru Kumara. So South Africa was 46 for 3 in the 16th over, and then they lost their 4th wicket. Another 8 runs were added, and they lost their 4th wicket at 54 when in the 18th over, David Bedingham was bowled by Lahiru Kumara for just 4. He faced 6 deliveries, hit just 1-4 and was out after scoring 4. So South Africa were 54 for 4 in the 18th over, but they added another 26 runs in the next 3.3 overs and took their total to 80 for the loss of 4 wickets. So the rain stopped match, and South Africa were 80 for 4 in 20.4 overs. They scored their runs at a run rate of 3.87, and the batsmen hit 14 fours in that inning, and the extras were also 10 with 1 wide, 1 no ball, 4 leg byes and 2 bye. Looking at the Sri Lankan bowling, Asitha Fernando, 8 overs, 3 maiden, 22 runs and 1 wicket. His economy was 2.75. Vishwa Fernando, 6.4 overs, 17 runs and 1 wicket. His economy was 2.55. He bowled 1 wide ball. Angelo Matthews, the veteran, he bowled 2 overs and 2 maidens. Then Lahiru Kumara, 4 overs for 35 runs and 2 wicket. He was a bit expensive, but he captured 2 wicket. His economy was 8.75, and he also bowled 3 no ball. Fall of wicket, 1 for 14, Aiden Markram was the victim. 2 for 14, Tony de Zorzi. 3 for 46, Tristan Stubbs was the batsman to out, and 4 for 54, David Bedingham was out in the 18th over. South Africa reached 29 in the first hour, and they lost their 2 wicket at 29. Then they reached the 50 in the 16th over, 15.5 overs. They took 96 balls to reach 50 runs, and when rain stopped match, they were 80 for 4 in 20.4 overs with Temba Bavuma batting on 28 along with Kyle Varinen, who's batting on 9. Remember, the series is also being played under the ICC World Test Championship cycle 2023 to 2024. And Sri Lanka are at number 3. Yes, Sri Lanka at number 3 and South Africa are at number 5. And this is a 2-match series. Sri Lanka have so far played 9 test matches and have won 5, have lost 4 matches. They have 60 points with a win percentage of 55.56. While South Africa are at number 5, they have played 8 test matches. They won 4 test matches, lost 3 test matches. They draw 1, they have 52 points, and their win percentage is 54.17. While on the other hand, India are at the top of the points table. They beat Australia in the first test match of the 5-match Border Gavaskar Trophy at Perth by 295 runs. And climbing up the ladder to the top position, they have played 15 matches, have won 9 matches. They lost 5 and have drawn 1. Their points are 110, but their win percentage is 61.11. Australia have gone down to second position. They have played 13 matches, have won 8, have lost 4. They draw one matches. They draw one match. They have 90 points and their win percentage is 57.69. While Sri Lanka are at 3, they've played 9 matches, won 5, have lost 4. They have 60 points with win percentage of 55.56. New Zealand are at number 4. They are playing against England and they have played 11 test matches, have won 6, have lost 5. They have 72 points with a win percentage of 54.55, while South Africa are at number 5. They have played 8 matches, have won 4, they have lost 3, they have drawn 1 matches, they have 52 points with win percentage of 54.17. England are at number 6. They have played 19 test matches, have won 9 and have lost 9. They have drawn 1 match. They have 93 points with 40.79 their win percentage. Pakistan are at number 7. They have played 10 matches, have won only 4 and have lost 6 matches. Their points are 40 and their win percentage is 33.33, while West Indies are at number 8. They have played 10 matches, have won 2 matches and have lost 6 matches with 2 drawn. They 32 points and with win percentage of 26.67, while Bangladesh are at the bottom of the points table. They have played 11 test matches, have won 3 and have lost 11. They have 33 points with a win percentage of 25. Sri Lanka's batting versus South African bowling in the race to the World Test Championship final. Two teams who have struggled in last 2 cycles are now pushing for final spot in the cycle. South Africa and Sri Lanka will play in what is effectively a quarter-final for the World Test Championship over the next 2 weeks. Both believe they have built outfits that could challenge for the title next June. If that sounds likely an obvious optimistic thing to say, consider who we are talking about. Over the last 2 World Test Championship cycles, South Africa lost more than half the series they played in, while Sri Lanka finished in the middle and in the bottom of half of the points table. These are teams that have spent a significant amount of time, especially recently, talking about transition phases and building blocks. Now it sounds like they are ready to move off the ground floor and potentially catch the elevator to the roof if they make it to the Lords next June. Both captains spoke about their current team as the best we have after a long while, as Dhananjaya de Silva put it, for vastly different reason. For Sri Lanka, who have won 6 out of their last 8 test matches and crossed 404 times in that period, they have the making of batting lineup they can trust to perform in various conditions and the numbers to prove it. Kamindu Mandis is Sri Lanka's leading run scorer of this World Test Championship cycle and 7th overall, while Dhananjaya is 11th with 300s and 650s. For context, South Africa only have one batter in top 40 and he is in 39th place. David Bedingham and Mandis also leads averages in this edition of World Test Championship with a cut-off of 10 innings, with Dhananjaya in 5th place. Between them, they have scored 8 of Sri Lanka's 1100s. The other 3 have come from different players. Mandis 100 to Sylhet, Manchester and Gaul, which speaks to the ability to transfer talent across what Dhananjaya called increasingly tough condition for run scoring everywhere.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.